in this episode of Horse Shelter Heroes.
Dr. Lydia and Dr. Gina are starting today, full-time, both of them. It's so super exciting.
So I just got out of the office to see what's going on over here. And look at all that snow.
This is Fiesta. Dr. Lydia is doing basically a full recheck on her to see how her wounds look.
So as you can see, I am completely alone. No one's here.
So we have a rainstorm that's supposed to be coming through. It's going to be completely freezing rain.
You don't want to miss a single second of Horse Shelter Heroes.
Dr. Lydia and Dr. Gina are starting today, full-time, both of them. It's so super exciting, and right now they're just kind of going over policies and procedures. What are we looking for on a day-to-day basis? So, super exciting morning. It's nice that everybody gets to be inside, at least most people, because it's cold and snowy.
How is it out there?
It's lovely out there. Penguins and polar bears, which I'm neither one. So. It kind of might look like it a little bit.
Oh man, how are the horses though?
Everything.
They're white.
Yeah. All the horses are doing good. All the waters are working. So.
Very good. So I just got out of the office to see what's going on over here. And look at all that snow. Isn't that lovely snow? See what Kory's up to right now. How are you doing, Kory? It's been a while, huh?
I wasn't here last week, dealing with some family stuff. Monday and Tuesday. And then Wednesday, I had my wisdom teeth taken out. Found out that both of my top wisdom teeth were infected.
Ooh.
It's been awful. I can't eat like any solid food yet. And if I do, I have to chew it up like in the front of my mouth, my incisors. And so I can't wait for that to heal up so I can actually eat regular food again. I'm part of the skeleton crew that's here today, and I'm the only person besides John right now that has to actually be outside.
Yep. Yeah, since in the movie department, I'm the only one too, so.
I can't imagine John's going to be out here very much longer.
I'll try my best to keep you company, Kory. I'll try my best.
Think we should take some into the office?
Oh no, I don't think that's a good idea.
Why not?
You did go snowballs? Oh!
I'm so sorry, John.
I'm down.
Okay, so today, if you can see behind me, there are a few puppies. There's more puppies and 3 adult dogs that we are working on. We're going to be doing exams, physical exams, checking them out, doing some heartworm tests on the adult dogs just to make sure they're all okay and see if there's anything we need to diagnose or take care of.
We're going to do fecal exams to check and see if these puppies have endoparasites and what they are. Litter fecals, usually we try to pick like the biggest puppy, the smallest puppy, and somebody in between if we're doing a composite. We don't usually need to screen for parasites because puppies this young usually get parasites in utero from mom or shortly thereafter. So we usually deworm the whole litter, and usually we can get a representative sample of what parasites are present. So that way we can save all of the puppies from having to have a fecal sample collected. We are weighing them primarily so we can track progress. So these puppies are in pretty decent shape themselves, but that is because their moms have really biologically sacrificed. Moms both have pretty severely low body condition scores, and these puppies look pretty good, but we want to make sure that they're all getting what they need to eat. Also document where they are today. We've got some dehydration present. So see when we take a skin tent, that should snap right back, and see how it kind of slowly goes back down. So this puppy is actually about 8% dehydrated. So we want to correct for that and make sure that we're getting them the calories that they need. She's a really good puppy. this whole group of puppies is about 5 to 8% dehydrated, and instead of poking them with needles and giving them sub-Q fluids, we're doing some warm universal milk replacer that has the right blend of fats and vitamins and minerals in there to try to get them rehydrated orally. These puppies are only about 4 weeks old, so they really need mom, but the moms are at such a poor body condition that they may not be able to keep up with making enough milk for all the puppies. So we're giving them a little bit of extra today, try to fill those bellies and correct the fluid imbalance that we have. Okay.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Thank you, guys.
There's heat over here.
Yeah. What?
No, actually,
What?
we're leaving.
What? You're leaving us?
Yes, come in here. We'll tell you more about it.
Oh no.
It is our 21st wedding anniversary, and we planned a very fun trip.
We're gonna be gone.
We're gonna be gone. We didn't realize we planned it during this horrible cold snap, so I will be gone during most of the cold spell. So very thankful about that. Great to leave the organization in great hands. Keith and Angela got this, and now we have 2 veterinarians here. Oh, that's such a relief. I've passed off all the stuff that was on my plate with the seizure to Angela and the veterinarians, and we're out of here. And yes, it's very nice we're able to take a break and escape this frigid weather.
Okay. I'm going with you, right?
No, sorry.
You're the only other person that can work in the media team today. So
Oh.
Yeah, we're slim pickings with this storm.
It's day 1 with the vets. This dog is getting neutered so he can go to his home today because it's very cold outside. And yeah, that's what we're doing. We're neutering a dog. Just like delivering a baby. I say that every time. Literally what it looks like when they're crowning. Tattooing in shelter animals. We don't do it in companion animal medicine, but it's one of those markers. It's kind of not as important for neuters, right? Because it's kind of obvious if dogs don't have testicles, although they can be a bilateral cryptorchid. But for spays, the only way to 100% confirm that an animal has been spayed is to open the abdomen, which is pretty invasive, and look and see if there's a reproductive tract there. So if we know that an animal's been owned its whole life and, you know, that the people are good owners, then we're not worried about that being in question. But if we think this animal might get loose or end up somewhere else, and we want to spare it from having surgery in which someone else reopens that animal's abdomen, we can put a little tattoo somewhere, and that's just universal. Like if there's a tattoo in this area, then we know 100%, all right, another vet put a permanent mark on this animal and we know for sure that it's been sterilized.
We just finished a real quick neuter on a really lovely dog. We were worried about him being out there in the weather, and Dr. Lydia was like, why don't we just neuter him now, because he was actually going to go home with his family today. So we just did everything all in one fell swoop, so that way they wouldn't have to bring him back except for his post-surgery checkup.
Today's been a really fun day. It's our first day with me and Dr. Gina, and we didn't have any scheduled surgeries, but this lovely dog is getting adopted, so we neutered him really quickly and everything went great. Really fast. I love surgery. I wish we had more surgeries, but we're gonna do more surgeries. So.
How you doing, Kory?
Doing pretty good. I've got the 4 colts up this morning. I got them all worked. Today was the first day I didn't have to put them in the chute to work with them. I was able to get the halter on them and pick up all of their feet without any issues, so I put them all back out. I'm gonna go inside for a little bit and try to warm up, and I got some computer work I gotta do too.
I see that we have 2 new receptionists.
What in the world? Where's Caitlin? What did you with Caitlin?
Caitlin is at home. unfortunately, her grandmother passed away over the weekend. So she's at home, and right after I'm done with this computer work, I am going to be with her.
What about you, Keith? What you doing here?
I'm archiving old records from 2008.
Takes two of you to do Caitlin's work, huh?
Yeah, it takes both of us to do Caitlin's work, so
wow,
it works.
Nice.
We miss you, Caitlin.
So we are having a lot of snow. Because of the snow, we are having a very short staff today. So, and it's very cold outside. So that is why we've had to make some indoor chores, which we had planned on. So right now we've got Keith and Kory doing some things that they normally don't do.
The amazing satellite telephone that can make calls from anywhere.
That's right. If you go to sat123.com Horse Plus and get one of these life-saving devices, Horse Plus will earn a commission, which will help us save more horses.
And the twins have the phone right now. It's not with me, but they're in Costa Rica right now. And I'm gonna give them a call, and you'll see that it's gonna be amazing.
This amazing satellite phone, with its small yet powerful form factor, delivers trusted, rugged, reliable communications all in an easy-to-use handset.
Remember to go to sat123.com Horse Plus to get one right now.
If you go to sat123.com Horse Plus and get one of these life-saving devices, Horse Plus will earn a commission, which will help us save more horses.
This morning, Dr. Gina and I evaluated all of the animals in the vet barn. Anybody that's under medical care or treatment. It's really cold here this morning, so we had to make sure that those little tiny puppies were warm enough. Thankfully, they were all cozy and inside in the heat. And we fed them. We are evaluating for changes in stool because we're changing their diet, especially those seizure cases that hadn't had enough food. So we have to be really careful with refeeding them. And then we've got rechecks today of all the animals in the vet barn outside, as well as making sure that all of our horses are coping well with the weather and making sure nobody needs extra care or treatment today.
What were you doing?
What?
What were you doing?
Cleaning stalls.
Oh, so you switch with Keith
Switch.
or Kory?
I don't know what happened to them.
Oh, they're gone?
They're the receptionists now.
Oh no.
I'm the only one.
I'm the only one?
The only one here.
No.
Just look at, there's nobody here. This is Fiesta. Fiesta is the filly who decided to try to jump a panel right before Thanksgiving. And so she is, I guess, almost 2 months now into her rehab from that. And she's doing really good, but Dr. Lydia is doing basically a full recheck on her to see how her wounds look, and we might have to do a little bit more in-depth later, but yeah, we're gonna get a better assessment today of like how she's doing.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
Do you want to see
very
pictures from when
surprised
we...
that we didn't end up having to resect broad flesh from this.
So what are you putting on there?
This is just A&D ointment. This is kind of like Neosporin. It's just to soften the scabbed area.
That
This
was on the first day.
wound is in a contraction phase, and we want to make sure that she doesn't end up having enough contraction here that it affects her gait and her ability to move this hind leg. But I'm very, very happy. The worst part of this wound was on the inside of the leg, and it's fully healed up. She has about 10 inches that's completely healed.
There was another one.
So she is no longer getting any medications or any daily treatments, and we're really happy.
A potential adopter might want to know if you think that she'll be rideable, or that any of her injuries, namely that one that goes over her stifle, would be something that might cause long-term lameness. Just having this scar be over the top of the joint, I think, is the question.
I do not think that her injuries externally would preclude riding. Okay. What we don't know is the state of the stifle joint, and I think we could take some repeat radiographs and just see. She might have to stretch that scar out a little bit, but I don't have any concerns about her being broken.
Yeah. Is she okay to do training?
Yeah, go for it.
Look, Kory's like right there. Did you hear that, Kory?
I sure did. I'm excited. She's a good one. So I don't think we're going to have any issues getting her introduced to all the groundwork and getting Troy up there in the saddle to see how she does after maybe a month or so.
Nice. Oh, Spunk! Spunk!
Fiesta just had her medical recheck. It's been almost 2 months since she decided to try to jump a panel, and she injured herself super badly. All of her wounds are, for the most part, pretty well closed in. Dr. Lydia cleared her also to be able to go back into the training program. She doesn't think that her injuries at this time are going to be something that keeps her from being able to be rideable in the future. We'll keep an eye on her to make sure that the rest of the wounds finish closing up completely. But she's also cleared for turnout time whenever the weather gets a little bit better, and for training.
Hey Dawn, how you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Doing good, doing good. It's been a while, so how's been life?
It's been a long month.
Oh. And what you doing now?
I am catching up on the last month of not being here. Creating my spreadsheets and everything for 2024.
Nice. Well, it's good for you to be back.
Yes, I'm glad to be back.
Yes.
Missed everybody.
Yes, we missed you too. So as you can see, I am completely alone. No one's here. The twins have gone to Costa Rica to do the work trip, and Isabella and Faye couldn't make it because of the weather conditions. It's snowing and their vehicles are not up to the task. Our car, the Subaru, which we made it yesterday by the way, we're all good. We got stuck today, and Kory had to help us and get us to go to work. Such is life. But right now, I am currently in a position where I have to edit, film, and do everything by myself. So I know you guys love quantity, so I'm gonna give you the most quantity I can. Probably not the good quality, so it's been crazy, so do my best. But I also have help. My trusty chickens will help me today. Be strong, chickens. You can do all this. You can do it.
My name is Dawn Kretzinger, and I'm the grants manager. On a day-to-day basis, I process grant applications for gelding, last act of kindness. I handle all the grant applications for our Full Circle of Life Horse Rescue Network, and I also handle all of our Big Lick protesting and our Facebook pages. I first came here when I first moved to Tennessee. I didn't know anybody, didn't have a job quite yet. I was looking for something to keep me occupied. So a friend told me that, hey, there's a horse rescue here. Why don't you go check it out? And I came for my first 2 hour. It was once a month for 2 hours. First started out as a volunteer in 2018. And in 2020, I became a full-time employee. I first started feeding on the weekends and went to the barns and came into the office, and I've been here ever since. My favorite thing is to see all of us work together to save the animals and to help the animals and to give them the best life that they can have after the situations they came from. Outside of work, I spend time with my husband and my granddaughter, my daughter that live with us. I spend a lot of time with my 5 rescue horses, and I do a lot of fostering bottle baby kittens. My favorite animal here, that would be Glimmer. Glimmer's my boy.
So we have a rainstorm that's supposed to be coming through in about 3 hours or so. It's going to be completely freezing rain, and then right after it's done raining, it's supposed to start snowing again. So the roads out here are about to be really slick. So we are actually working on getting the horses inside of barns so that way they don't have to endure the freezing rain. That way we can make sure that all the horses are safe over the weekend. And we're trying to get this all done in the next 2 hours so that way we can all leave before the freezing rain comes in and destroys the roads. So right now Keith is working on getting feeders inside the barns. Then we're going to get all the horses run up to the training barn. All the horses that are easy to catch and handle will come into here. And all the horses that are still needing some work with training will go over in the training barn. And we also have stalls that we can utilize for some of them. Yeah, we got a busy morning.
Cold air coming away soon. So let's lay under the falling moon.
Good baby.
Tell me something about yourself.
It's going really good. I've got most of the pastures run up now, and we're almost done setting up all the stalls for the horses that will be staying in stalls. We just got to get, I think, 3 more pastures up.
Say goodbye to lonely nights last summer.
We're making sure everybody that's getting brought in here has hay and water, and it's very cold and one of the hoses broke.
Oh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm. And it's cold.
Cold sun colored with shades of white. Wave goodbye to last summer.
So we have all the horses that are going to be staying in the intake barn settled in. They all have hay and water. We have 1 more horse that we have to put in the riding arena, and then we have to run up a donkey into the training barn, and then we got to run the cows into the training barn. Make sure that they all have food and water, and we are done. And I can't feel my nose or my toes, so I'm ready to be done. So we have all the animals finally put where they need to stay for the weekend, so they're out of the weather. The cows were the last ones that we did, and we're good to go. So I think we're all going to be taking off soon.
It's been a really long, cold week. We've had quite a bit of snow for here in Tennessee, about right around 7 to 8 inches of snow. And today we're being told that it's going to rain. I just felt some rain coming. It's more like sleet. Once it starts raining, it's going to actually turn to ice because of how cold it is, and a lot of the snow hasn't been removed from the roads yet, and it's not supposed to warm up until Monday, maybe Sunday afternoon. It'll hit about 34 degrees or so. We're just getting everything all kind of locked up and taken care of so all the animals are safe and warm, and then I'm going to get my staff home, hopefully safe and warm also.
Say goodbye. Say